Right here.
Was that an open beta or a closed beta?
Hey everybody, I'm Dr. Dropkick.
I'm the Jive Turkey.
And we have joining us special guest...
RageCage 64!
No, it's just RageCage.
I mean, you can do whatever you want. I won't blame you. So you guys just completed Super Ghouls and Ghosts?
Yes.
No, regular Ghouls and Ghosts.
Well, regular
They
Ghouls
were
and
not
Ghosts?
super at all.
Okay, I just have something, just a personal message for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Congratulations on completing this great game.
Thank you.
You have proved the justice of our culture.
Oh, you.
Now go and rest our heroes.
Yes.
No, there's no rest now.
Now crush Stefan.
No,
Like the
That is what
insect he
that is what I'm about to
being
do.
the wise and courageous knight that you are, you feel strong swelling within you. Go ahead, challenge again.
I am master of magnet. Welcome to die.
Welcome
to die.
X-Men. I feel asleep.
Oh man.
I feel the same.
Oh no, the truck have started to move.
Oh, my laugh is annoying. Your fans are not going to be happy with that.
Don't worry about it.
Oh, my laugh is something special.
That's alright, they've had to listen to mine for a year and a half. More than a year and a half now.
So I'm glad we're playing this for the first time.
Yeah, we're glad we totally didn't forget to record the video last time.
We didn't go that long last time.
Yeah, we went
25 minutes?
Was it really 25
Yeah,
minutes?
it was
Oh my
25
god.
minutes.
It goes quick, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, Jesus.
So yeah, so we've got Braydon in. He's local speedrunning spectacular.
No,
Not very good at anything.
on
though.
AGDQ as, oh yeah, that guy. He comments in my stream.
Some of you may know him as RageCage 64 on our Twitch streams or at Braydon
Some may
Games.
know him as RageCage 6420.
Only when I smell bad.
Yeah.
My BO smells like weed.
Yeah. I'm getting like a contact high from just smelling him.
It's very hot in this room. There's nothing I can do.
Every time we complain about it being hot in here, we're not just being whiny bitches.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
this
it's
is like-
I believe you guys.
I've tried to get a thermometer that I can put on the wall because we have a spare webcam that we can just point at the thermometer and just call it the truth cam.
That's a good idea.
You know those like home sweet home things that you put on the front?
Yeah.
And it's it's like a home, a nice wooden carved home, and it says, yeah, it's hot in here.
That's like the first thing. We've only ever had I think the only other person who's ever been in our studio is Nilo.
Oh,
And even
yeah.
he was like, it's fucking hot in here.
Yeah.
what did Nilo play?
Super Mario 64.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
He's part of our channel.
Yeah.
I'm holding RNL. Why is nothing happening?
I am too. There we go.
All right.
So yeah, so we ran that episode of Tetris Attack where Stefan basically ended up rubbing his dick and balls all over me.
Yeah. All up in his poop.
All up in my peen. And Braydon was like, yeah, fuck that guy, I'll kill him for you. And I was like, no, just beat him in Tetris Attack.
Yeah, we've kind of been trying to make this happen through our stream chat.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, this whole thing was planned through a stream chat. But Braydon, while you're busy slapping
that
Stefan,
sound.
That was a nice start. That was a good. I came right out the gate there.
Great on.
Good on.
while you're busy slapping Stefan's balls apart, why don't you tell the folks at home a little something about yourself?
All right. Well, my name's Braydon Keynes.
Wait. Let's play Two Truths and a Lie with Braydon.
Two truths and a lie. Okay,
Yeah,
that's more
all right.
fun. I
All
like
right, all right.
not having to think of things.
Yeah. All right. No. You have to tell us two truths and a lie.
Oh wait, right. That's how that came. Shit, I do have to think of things.
Yeah, this is
And you have to do it while beating Stefan.
called the Dropkick disadvantage.
Okay. Number one.
Okay.
I like burritos.
Okay.
Number two. I play Street Fighter Super
Sensible
Turbo,
characters.
Street Fighter 2 Super Turbo competitively.
Hyper Fighting Edition.
No, well, I mean it's a lie. So. Or am I bamboozling you?
Oh.
Number three. My favorite game of all time is Mega Man X4.
Oh. I'm gonna go with the burritos.
Yeah, the burritos is a lie.
Yes. So why don't you tell the folks something where they can find you, what you do, who you are,
Well,
who's your daddy?
Yeah, the main thing I do a lot of the these days, the main thing I do is play fighting games and grind, because I'm entered at Canada Cup in a lot of games, so I'm practicing a lot. But the plan is, when I move into my new house, to start out my stream again. My stream, you can find me at twitch.tv/RageCage64. Usually I just play like a multitude of games, like whatever I feel like. But I think I'm gonna die now. Never mind, I'm fine. With Canada Cup coming up, I think I'm gonna stream a lot of fighting games. So if you do play Street Fighter 5 or Injustice 2 or Street Fighter 4, those are all Street Fighter 2, anything on FightCade. Those are all games I play and I plan to play on my stream. And I also plan on speedrunning an interesting new game, one that some of you might know, called Mighty Number 9.
Oh, are you still waiting on your copy of that, Stefan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're still waiting on your copy?
Yo, he ordered a DS copy.
That's never coming.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to tell you.
But anyway,
Well, waiting is something that I use loosely. I'm not so much waiting for it as it's just not coming.
Yeah, it's definitely not happening. And it truly is a less than mediocre game.
I
It's
like
not
less than
great.
mediocre games.
But I'm playing it for the first time because I got it in a Humble Bundle where there was another game that I wanted. I don't
Wait,
remember what it was.
That game's not that old, and it's already in Humble Bundles?
Yeah, because it's shit.
Whoa, boy.
Yeah, it's pretty
All right.
bad.
That is a mark of quality right there.
Yeah, it was in a Humble Bundle, so I was like, whatever, let's try it. And I was playing through it, and I'm like, okay, yes, this is bad, but I think this has a lot of potential as a speed game. And I honestly think it does, because if you haven't played the game before, there's basically like, you have like, it's kind of like the Mega Man X dashing, like dashing on the ground, similar idea, except it's semi-auto, so like as many times as you press the dash button, you actually dash, and you can dash in the air as many times as you press the dash button. So I think there's a lot of potential for it to be at least an interesting speed game to some degree. So I'm gonna work on that a little bit.
So as somebody who does like speedrunning or enjoys speedrunning and stuff, like I know very little about it. If I were looking to learn how to speedrun a game, what's a good place to start? I know it's a very broad question.
Well,
like,
the first thing to pick, honestly, the first thing you want to do is pick a game.
of course.
And that is a really hard thing for someone like me. Famous in the local community for never picking a Smash character ever in my
This is
life.
my speedrunning game.
Rygar.
Yeah.
Yeah, we gotta do an episode on that.
Okay, so let's say you pick a more popular game. Let's say you're gonna speedrun Mario World.
Okay.
Very popular speedrunning game. The first thing I do, maybe this isn't for everyone. The first thing I do is just the day I pick the game, I put it into my console and I play through it once.
Okay.
Just to make sure I remember what's going on.
That makes
And I
sense.
remember all the stuff about it. The next thing I do
Yeah! Oh,
is I find the Discord, because for almost every game in existence right now, all the speedrunning communities, the center of it right now is Discord.
Like the voice over IP service.
Yes.
Yes.
So that is definitely the first thing you want to do, is
Okay.
because that's sort of the center of the speedrunning communities right now, and it's the best way to contact people who have played the game before and people who run the game right now. After that, it honestly just becomes a point of watching.
look at that on the right.
If a guide of it exists, you watch a guide, you start to figure out the mechanics of the game, the intricacies of it, and honestly, don't let like the crazy tricks and stuff you have to do, don't let that stop you from just starting to play the game.
Okay.
Just play the game over and over again, just so your personal understanding of it, like, it makes sense to you and you understand what's going on, and add the tricks in slowly.
Okay.
That's what I would recommend. I would say, if it was step by step, pick a game, play through it entirely, at least a few times if it's a short one. If you're picking a long game, you're fine to just play through it once. But just like a casual run, not even worrying about playing it fast, just playing through it, just so you remember it. Find the Discord for the game, because almost every game has a Discord or a forum, if it's hasn't gotten with the times yet. And then just keep playing through the game. Try playing through the game a couple times, and then eventually timing yourself. to get your first personal best, or PB as they will always call it, the short term.
Isn't the first time you beat a game technically always your PB?
Yes, but it's more importantly the first time you record it.
Yeah.
As soon as you decide to start running a game, you're a speedrunner. That's the way it is. You don't have to be good.
Okay.
But the first time you play through a game, attempting to get through it as fast as possible, you're a speedrunner. Congratulations. Congratulations.
Prove the justice of your culture.
You have proved the justice of your culture. Now all you have to do is just constantly improve that PB.
Sounds so easy.
It is that easy. I mean, it takes a lot of time to get a PB really where you want it to be, but you don't need to know all the tricks to start speedrunning. You can start speedrunning whenever you want.
Are there any games that you've sort of given up on, been like, you know what, I don't, not necessarily lost interest, but just been like, I can't, or I guess I don't.
I think the main game like that for me is Banjo-Kazooie.
Okay. Because
that was the first game I wanted to speedrun, and I wanted to speedrun it really bad, and I worked at it. And then I realized, hey, I'm in first year university now. I don't have time to do this. Because I looked at the world record, and I saw it. It was like 2 hours and 10 minutes at the time. Now it's down to like 2 hours and 3 minutes. But
which is huge. That's pretty big.
It's pretty, for speed for a game this old to be down that much, it's insane. But I was playing through it and realizing that my runs were exceeding 3 hours if I got to the end of the game. So I was like, I don't really have time to do this. I need to pick a shorter game.
Yeah.
And so that's the main one. Another one is Mega Man X4. As I already mentioned, it's my favorite game of all time. And that's kind of what made me realize I shouldn't be running it. Because as soon as I started to run it, I discovered a lot of things that I really fucking hated about it. And I didn't want that in my life. Because there's a lot of annoying shit that I'm not a fan of, like RNG affecting the outcome of your run.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of boss RNG in that game. There's one part.
So like random number generation.
Random number generation. Sorry, I should have.
RNG's. People know what RNG is. I say it all the time during my runs.
Just in case. You never know.
You know, might be a new guy.
There is one boss at the end of that game. My PB in that game, I did actually run it a little bit. My PB was 59 minutes and 42 seconds.
Okay.
That was before I was able to record it, because it's a really difficult game to record. I have it on like a bullshit-ass PC version that actually changes the literal resolution of your screen to run. It's like, it was really annoying. That's another reason I kind of gave up on it. It's really hard to record, but...
Yeah, well, let's tell you all about how annoying this all is.
Yeah. My personal best in that game was 59 minutes and 42 seconds.
Okay.
But as soon as I started getting to that point where I could beat the game to that point in a real run, then I started to realize there is one boss at the end of that game that can kill your entire run. You can be on a world record pace, and if you don't get the RNG for one of the last bosses of the game,
so
that's
it's like
it.
Specific attacks happening at certain times.
It's one specific attack that you're looking for. If you get one specific attack, you can get a quick kill on the boss.
Okay.
And if you don't get that, rest in peace your run. It's over. So I hated that. And it's the reason I also hate Mario Brothers 3 speedrunning. So I've been looking a lot for the kind of game that hits the criteria that I've all wanted.
Which is just like minimal to no RNG.
Minimal to no RNG.
Put Rygar back.
I'm looking at like optimal time would be like a 45-minute speedrun.
Yeah.
I think that would, because the problem with a super short speedrun is that it gets super optimized and then it just gets annoying. Like if you make a mistake somewhere, like you instantly reset, no recoveries or anything, and that's recovering a run is like interesting to me. Mm-hmm. So like that's another. I want to like sometime, but like not. Yeah, I've been talking. I wanted like enough time that I can sort of recover myself, or like I can think I have like slight margin for error, that sort of thing. I thought that would make the run more interesting.
Okay.
And I was looking for a game that wasn't super optimized, but also a game that was popular. Like I want to have someone
give a shit.
Somebody to give a shit. That's the right way to put it. I was gonna say a little bit of competition, or at least someone to discuss things with.
Yeah.
But someone to give a shit also helps.
Okay.
Oh no!
Do you think that we talk about optimizations, and certainly games like Super Metroid are probably the well-known speedrun games.
Oh yeah, that one.
Do you think that they've like reached a point where it's just not possible to get a faster time? Like somebody has somehow gotten that most optimized run, and it's just
Super Mario Brothers is pretty close to that.
Super Mario Brothers is the first one I think of. That of the popular picks, that is the first one that comes to my head. The less popular pick that I know for a fact there's no fucking way it's ever going to be improved is Clue for the PC.
what? Like the one that came in the cereal box?
Yeah, it's one of my favorite speedruns of all time.
Really?
Because it's literally so for those who don't know Clue,
So
everyone below the age of 12. You basically there's 8 characters or something, and 10 murder weapons and 10 rooms, and you have to figure out which one committed the murder in what room with what weapon. The speedrun is literally start the game, pick 3 options, and hope those are the correct ones.
Fair enough.
And that is why the world record for that game stands to this day at 0.77 seconds.
Just pick AA, submit. Okay.
And that's one of my favorite speedruns of all time. It is just too funny.
It is just delightful.
I think probably one of my personal favorites, because nobody would ever take it seriously, is Alex Navarro's Big Rigs Off of the Road Racing.
Yeah, that one's a funny one.
He discovers that you can travel at infinite miles per hour if you're in reverse. There's no limit to the speedometer.
Other than that, I would say Super Metroid is getting up there a lot. There's people still working on that game, but they're really getting up there.
Yeah, it's like every now and then you see that somebody's discovered some like tiny new trick and Sonic the Hedgehog 2 is really getting up there. Those people went hard at that game because there was one runner early on in the game's speedrunning life cycle, so we're talking like 2002, who was just like, no one is ever going to beat me. This is literally an unbeatable run right here. And then, so there was him, whose name I forget. What was his name?
Paul.
Dr. Robotnik.
Nope. I don't remember. But basically
Squelchy McFiercebutt.
He talked so much trash that another runner named Mike89 SDA, who has the speed run, who does the world record right now, he just went ham at the game, and they were just finding zips and beating each other constantly until
so it was like a back and forth.
What the world record is right now, and nobody's beating it.
Huh.
And I don't see anyone beating it because there's no mistakes in that run. You have to find something crazy to beat that run. So that's another one that I think is getting up there. But don't let that stop you from running the game. If you're thinking of speedrunning a game, like the Sonic games are really a lot of the Sonic games are very heavily optimized.
I mean, the goal isn't necessarily to set the world record. The goal is to improve on your own record. Yeah,
that's the real fun in it. Yeah. You'd think it would be to compete with other people. Yeah. And that is part of it. That's definitely part of it in some games especially, but I think if you are looking to get into games that are hot right now, if that's really what you're into and you don't really care about what game it is, you just want to be part of the community, then my number one recommendation would be Crash Bandicoot. Because with the that new remaster just came out, everybody's back on that game. Yeah. And another great thing about it is that someone just got the world record almost exclusively because they got the first deathless run of that game. Like that's how far it has to be optimized. People can't even beat that game without dying yet. Yeah. So there's some opportunities there if if you really want to get into speedrunning for the community, then that's a good game to go for. Okay. It's also not a bad run. It's really frustrating, but like it's not that bad. If you're looking to get into a game that a lot of people are watching, like on Twitch, you're looking at games like Mario 64, Yoshi's Island, a lot of the big popular Mario games. Sunshine.
Game is so bad. Sorry, I personally hate
Sunshine. It's not that bad. It's a great run. Yeah, it's a great speed run.
So we're getting close to our time here. Let's do like 2 more, and then we'll move on to our next round.
All right. Well,
I did also want to ask, like, what are your thoughts on tool-assisted speedruns?
I love them.
Yeah, that's how you get the technology.
Yeah, it's true. what I don't love is when people use it for cheating, but people have been cutting down on that a lot. And the people who know the game really well are able to tell when something's...
Like, how could somebody cheat through something like that?
Yeah.
Just like...
Well, they do a tool assisted and say that's a speedrun.
Oh,
yeah, and they say it's a real speedrun.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Someone at... there's a runner named Chibi.
Oh yeah, that dude. That's the I prefer.
I really prefer if you would be quiet guy.
Yeah.
Some of you might know him as.
Huh.
His second most famous moment, other than I really prefer if you be quiet, is this guy does not have a great reputation. His second most famous moment is when he submitted the world record run of Paper Mario 1000-Year Door, and he got one of the most insane tricks that has never been accomplished by a human. It was 10 frame perfect jumps. To load, for loading zone manipulation.
Okay.
And like when he did it, there was just like no reaction. It was just like, oh. It was like, yo, did you guys see that? That was crazy.
He wasn't just like, holy shit,
I fucking did it, which is what you would do.
Yeah.
If you hit 10 frame perfect jumps in a 30 frame per second game, even still, 10 jumps in a 30th of a second perfectly done, like, you don't just...
Yeah.
You aren't just like, yo, that was sick.
Like, I get excited when I make it through a Mario 3 level untouched.
Yeah. That's, like, it's...
Yo, that was sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not like that. So he submitted a world record run that was clearly a task that he just completely played off as a real run.
Yeah.
On stream with a face cam. So, by the way, I just turned it on to 10 speed. I'm gonna talk a little less and show off a little bit.
All right. Stefan, what's the worst piece of trash talk that's ever been directed your way?
Towards me?
That's not from me shitting on you constantly during our Let's Plays.
They said, oh, aren't you Chris?
Oh, I'm glad you think of that as trash talk. You don't need to defend me like that. Thank you.
Focus.
Although I have I have a special place in my heart for like shitty trash talk. Like just people being shitty to each other. It's like it's a game. Like I play a lot of World of Tanks, and that game has such like a toxic community.
Oh my god, that feels like the game that would have a toxic
Yeah, it's got a really toxic community, like to the point where I've turned chat off in some cases.
Man, a lot of free-to-play games have that, unfortunately. It's a really unfortunate
League!
I'm really...
Yeah.
I'm a little worried for a game called Icon's Arena.
Okay.
Icon's Combat Arena that's coming out. It's kind of like it's another platform fighter, so it's like another game inspired by Melee, which is like a pretty popular thing to do right now, but it really does look good. I'm really excited for it. I can't wait to play it. But it's free to play, and I feel like it's going to attract all the... Oh my god, that happened.
Woo!
2-0!
2-0 and a handshake.
I tried to talk while I was playing. Oh my god. What did I do?
I've got to give him some victories.
Yeah, it's true. You got me. Now you get to pick the music.
Yay!
Wait, no you don't, because in this game it's about how many you won, not about... Yeah, okay. So I still get to pick the music. We're gonna get the slap bass.
Ooh, hey, let's
Tell them your net play story.
Hang on, I want to hear the slap bass.
The net play
I want to
story?
hear the slap bass, hang on.
Toxic net play.
Oh my god, okay. So I play Melee. I'm a retired Melee player. I used to play Melee competitive.
I'm just laughing thinking about
it. Basically I was playing on Anther's Ladder, which is sort of the main place to play net play. Melee net play through Dolphin Emulator. And I run into this guy who was blocked on Anther's chat, so I was like, okay, whatever. And so we started playing, and then he started talking on the terminal chat after we were playing. And I play Peach and Ganon in that game, which are two admittedly pretty cheesy characters. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. And this guy, I was beating the shit out of this guy. I was destroying him. And he was just talking like, play a real character. You only play cheese characters. Fucking garbage can. And that was right after I beat him with Ganon. After switching, I was beating him with Peach. Then I switched to Ganon. I like butt fucked him with Ganon. And then he said that you only play cheese characters. Play a real character. And so I just said okay. just those letters, and I switched to Dr. Mario. And I don't think I've ever beaten anyone quite that hard with Dr. Mario.
Like the anger was flowing through you at
Oh my
being
God.
called a garbage can.
Being called a garbage can, I think just
Repeatedly.
before my next tournament, I just need to get someone to come up and call me a garbage can.
I will happily take that responsibility.
Someone just needs to come up and call me a garbage can for like 10 minutes before I go into my tournament match and pick Doc. I think that's the secret to being good at this game that I've been looking for all these years.
So you dicked on him and his dog with Dr. Mario.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Yep. And I have screenshots of everything that was said, but the highlights was definitely the multitude of combinations of fucking garbage can.
Yeah,
the various ways he could use that astute language.
He called you garbage can like 6 times.
Yeah, it was great.
So, in fairness, I would just like to say Peach and Ganon are not cheese characters. I don't care what anyone says. Puff and Sheik, sure, but not
Puff
Peach
and Sheik
Ganon.
are kind of cheesy. I mean, Ganon can be really cheesy. Like if you don't know him, I can gimmick people out if they don't understand him.
Well, yeah, but I can do that with Marth too.
Okay, that's a good point.
So I can't abide by calling Ganon a cheese character.
Okay, I'm going to play this match without saying a word.
Yeah, this is the final
This
match.
is going to be the grand finale.
Yeah. All right, everybody, welcome to the Tetris Attack grand finale.
Yeah.
We have the Jive Turkey and RageCage here today on NPR, and they're going to try to dick on each other. One was once kid presentable, but is definitely not presentable anymore, and has such been reduced to a Jive Turkey. And one is a human garbage can. So,
Hey, fucking.
so we're going to see where this night takes us. So hopefully there will be violence and blood.
Hopefully to the garbage dump.
Ooh.
Yeah.
All right, I think it's time to turn it up. You think it's time to turn it
I
up?
think it's time to turn it up.
G-A-M.
I didn't turn it up because I pressed the wrong button. Oh no, I'm gonna die.
Oh!
You real turned it up.
I didn't
garbage
turn it up.
can.
I didn't fucking turn it up. I pressed it'll show in the video. I pressed a very incorrect button.
Well, unfortunately,
We'll
we
check the
don't have
tapes.
hand cam.
No
Not
hand
yet.
cam.
Not yet.
No, this isn't Melee.
You know what? If you get me on here,
Is that a thing that exists?
Sometimes.
God.
if you get me back on this game, on this show to play Mega Man X4, you should definitely get invested in Hank.
When we have a bit more time, because we're trying to fill a very specific set of gaps, we will definitely
Yeah.
have you back on. Because I would like to see some Mega Man X games.
Yeah. Well, we got like this whole quest we're doing. You're not a fan of the show, so you don't really know.
Here you are on our YouTube channel. So what do you guys do? Oh, Let's Plays. What's that?
I'm a Twitch guy,
But
man.
why don't you just play the game?
Oh, that's so true. Oh, I've gotten that so many
Oh,
times.
so, yeah, all the time. I get that constantly. Oh my God.
What was I? Oh yeah. So we're on this quest to have dice rolls lead us through the Mega Man games.
Which we realize we're rolling a D10. That's only gonna get like harder and weirder the more Mega Man games we complete.
Well, no, it's getting. We've got most of the shit ones out of the way.
That's true.
Especially with what we rolled last.
Well, no, I don't
time.
mean like difficult. I mean we're just gonna be constantly rolling this die over and over and over,
Oh,
waiting
yeah.
for like
Well,
a specific couple.
After a certain point, we just choose it, or we can
Yeah.
roll like a lower sided die.
Yeah, we got 8 coming up, don't we? At some point.
Yeah.
Oh, you poor souls.
Yeah,
we've done 6 and 5. No, we've done 4.
We've done 3, 5, 6.
I could have sworn we did 4 too.
No, we haven't done 4. Oh fuck!
Bass.
All right, and with
We don't
that,
have to fight, Bass.
Dr. Wywee.
Dr. Wiley.
Dr. Wywee.
So with that, we have a champion.
Yeah, Braydon,
Yeah.
do you want
Dr.
to
Dropkick.
Do you want to pimp out your stuff? Yeah, I'm the real winner here.
It's true.
Do you want to pimp yourself out before we put you back in your garbage can?
Yeah, well, first of all, I have to say, I'm not very proud of my level 10 performance. I think I could have definitely done better, but I won. So that's
all that really matters.
That's all that really
Yeah, it
matters.
looks
I
like
beat
there's an
Stefan.
8-1 score going on
Yeah.
here, but
Yeah.
okay.
Okay, for Dropkick Gaming.
Wait, do you want to pimp out your Twitch?
yeah.
or-
Oh yeah, first I'll go first, then you guys go.
Yeah.
Well, they're on our YouTube channel,
yeah.
so we don't have to go.
Yeah, they know.
They know.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. I only really have one thing to pimp out, and that's twitch.tv/RageCage64. Maybe just for fun, I'll pimp out my band because I'm also a singer and guitar player, and I play in a band called Last Minute. You can find us at lastminuterock.bandcamp.com. And I guess you can follow me on Twitter at bcanes, Kains.
At Braydon Canes, at Strikers.
At Braydon Canes, at Strikers. Yeah, I don't
right.
really. I'm thinking about making a gaming Twitter, but we'll see. I don't know if it matters enough. But that's my personal Twitter. If you want to follow it.
All right.
Thanks.
Sweet. Well, thank you for coming on and giving me the joy of watching you crush Stefan like an ant.
My pleasure.
And
I bow.
the rest of you can go fuck yourselves.
Yeah, go eat dicks.
I agree.
So for Dropkick Gaming, I am the Jive Turkey.
I'm Dr. Dropkick.
And go fuck yourself.
I'm a human garbage can.
Garbage can.
Named RageCage.
Yeah.